It's hot out here, man, but still trying to get y'all the info. So getting straight into it. On this video, we are going to be doing the rear differential and ring gear. So I started off with a open diff, and it sucks because, I mean, burnout's one, peg leg feeder, you're only doing with one tire, and two, if you're trying to take off, I mean, when you don't have power, it's not too much of a problem, but it is kind of annoying just having the one tire spinning. So what I decided that I'm gonna go with a 390 gear. So, because I was trying to find a sweet spot. I didn't want to turn too many RPMs for my personal preference, especially going on the highway. I base my cruising speed off of 80 miles an hour, where I wanted my RPMs to be at that speed. Me, myself, I don't know how to do gears, but it's definitely something that I'm going to learn how to do. I just do not have the time at this point to learn how to install gears properly. I sent it off, dropped the truck off. You'll see me pull up, drop it off. Guy Tyler, he's done a couple things for me when it comes to stuff that I'm not too versed in. I don't know how to weld yet. I had to take in my headers to get something done with that. And he's the one that's going to do my rear diff. At some point later on in the video, you will see a service engine light soon. It's not because it's a check engine light. I don't know why I care, but it's not because it's a check engine light. It's I just put the 0411 PCM in, and I still have some tuning to do. The computer, for whatever reason, and this has nothing to do with me installing the gears, the computer is noticing that I'm running cooler than what's programmed into it. I like to run, I have a 160 thermostat and dual electric E-fans, and I try to run pretty cool. And honestly, it's still not cool enough for me. I want to get like a 4-core radiator. So here's some things to take into consideration. You definitely want to make sure that you do put it into your computer, whether you're changing tire size or even when you're changing your gear ratio, because gear ratio, tire size, it will throw off your miles per hour and it will throw off your shifts. I'm dealing with that now, and at this point in time, trying to make quarter-mile passes, it sucks because even when I'm trying to manually go through the gears, the truck itself is shifting for me because it's programmed into the PCM. So that's something that I have to deal with at a later date. Also, what we'll be covering is you're going to see me kind of run through a parts list as I'm driving. Horrible, but I just wanted you guys to see the things that I use, because I was looking for kind of like a budget option to do better things. So for example, I always wanted the longer stud. So me finding the factory stud for a Camaro of a certain year, you'll see the part number later, that stud, an inch over stock, is sold by ARP. So you can just buy that stud and it fits directly into the OBSs with no problem, because it's the same knurling diameter, all of that crap. So that's a good option. The axles, those are Moser Axles. Oh shit.
What?
The axles, those are the Moser axles that are actually like the factory drop-in for our trucks. You just put them right in, it's already done. They're already the right length. It is the factory spec, but just Moser. I went with the Detroit TrueTrac. I have used that rear differential multiple times, love it. Also, one of the main points that I'm doing this, it definitely helped out my quarter-mile time, like, significantly. And with this truck, I'll get into it more in detail in a later video, but I'm trying to make the truck the fastest bolt-on possible while building up the chassis for the motor that I am gonna build and dropped in. So this is kind of my way of still trying to have some fun while building it and getting everything mapped out. It's pretty much the way that I want it to set up in the future, and then hope for the best when it's done. So other than that, that's it. It's done, it's great, and you'll see the process start to finish. All right, so driving now, we on the road, on our way to get this this rear end done finally, man. This will definitely be a big help as far as getting my quarter-mile times down as of right now with the whole budget build. So we got the Motive Gear 390s. And currently we got the 342s. If I was going with boost, I'd stay with the 342s, but as of right now, I'm trying to get the most bang for buck on this plan of pretty much doing all the bolt-ons we can to get the faster times. I got a lot of stuff going on right now, but you know, I'm still trying to have some fun while I'm, you know, handling business to keep my priorities straight. So 390 motor gears. We got the Detroit TrueTrac, one of my favorite differentials. I have this in my Suburban, and it's done me well. I currently got an open diff right now, which sucks. Peg leg Peter, one leg burnouts, not cool. We got the Moser Axles, along with the ARP Studs. So these ARPs are extended an inch over stock from the Camaro. The Camaro ones, the knurl diameter and whatnot is actually like a perfect match for the truck. The only extra would be this step right before the actual threading starts. Maybe it'll be a problem, maybe not. If so, worst case scenario, I'll just drill out the drum barely and it'll fit fine. We got the master installation kit from Quick Performance. They have the options where you can choose to upgrade to the from the crush sleeve to the I forgot what it's called, but it's pretty much a solid sleeve instead of the crush sleeve, the spacer or whatever. Other than that, it has the HD option as far as the bearings. You'll need that when dealing with the TrueTracs because the TrueTracs need a slightly larger diameter for the carrier bearing. So you just definitely got to make sure you take that into consideration when you're buying the installation kit for this thing. So just to keep a note, so let's look at the miles per hour. So I'm trying to figure out, you know, how much drivability I'll be sacrificing, which is why I went 390. I have 411s sitting at the house right now, or I'm sorry, 410s. I decided to just go with the 311s, my original plan. So we're going to get up to about, let's just say 80 miles an hour. If I'm traveling at that, you know, going to different tracks, driving long drives, 80 miles an hour looks like we're at 2,200 RPM, I'd say, somewhere around there. So yeah, we'll see what happens once we get to the shop. All right, y'all, we here. The boy Tyler Ford, man. I mean, this is my first time dealing with them. They deal with some fast stuff, so I think we'll be cool. Got my old lady over there. She giving me my ride, so yep, we're just gonna pull back, drop it off, talk to the man, and get the job done. People, this is like way after the fact, but the whole point was I wanted to make sure that I could give like a good review on how these 390 gears came out, and I'm honestly happy. Like, the acceleration way better, takes off from the line way better, and it definitely helped my quarter mile time significantly.
Yeah, buddy, lightweight.
Nice having both tires light up when you mash the gas, baby. Yeah, this is, I'm glad I did this, man. I'm glad I did it. All right, y'all, so I didn't want to be at like 3,000 RPMs freaking just trying to drive on the highway, you know, for long distance traveling to shows, stuff like that. So that's a bit much for me. Some people it's cool for, but I'll pass. So I was trying to find some sort of middle ground, like around 2,500, 26, even 27. I was like, but I couldn't ask for nothing better, dude. Like, at 80 miles an hour, I'm at 2,600. I'll take that all day long. I mean, look. So I'm gonna take this as a win, man. I'm gonna take this as a win. I know I usually do, like I said, I know I usually do tutorials and whatnot, but this is, I don't have the time to learn how to do gears right now, but I definitely will have to in the future. But until the next time, man, I'll holla at y'all. Peace.